Biomedical Engineering: The Fundamentals of Biotechnology. Written by Phil Gilberts. Narrated by Kevin Brooker. 1. Introduction to Biochemical Engineering. Biochemical engineering integrates the principles of biology, chemistry, and engineering to develop processes for the large-scale production of valuable biochemicals. This interdisciplinary field plays a crucial role in industries such as pharmaceuticals, biotechnology, food and beverage, and environmental engineering. One of the fundamental aspects of biochemical engineering is fermentation, which involves the controlled growth of microorganisms like bacteria, yeast, or fungi to produce desired compounds. These microorganisms can be genetically engineered or selected for their ability to synthesize specific products, such as antibiotics, vitamins, or biofuels. Biocatalysis is another key area within biochemical engineering, focusing on the use of enzymes or whole cells to catalyze chemical reactions. By harnessing the specificity and efficiency of biological catalysts, biocatalysis offers environmentally friendly and cost-effective solutions for chemical synthesis and manufacturing processes. Bioseparation techniques are essential for isolating and purifying target biomolecules from complex mixtures produced during fermentation or biocatalytic reactions. These techniques include filtration, chromatography, centrifugation, and membrane processes, which enable the recovery of high-purity products for further downstream processing. Bioprocess design involves the optimization of various parameters such as reactor configuration, operating conditions, and media composition to maximize product yield, quality, and efficiency. Computational modeling and simulation techniques play a crucial role in predicting and optimizing bioprocess performance, allowing engineers to design robust and scalable production systems. Overall, biochemical engineering combines scientific principles with engineering methodologies to develop sustainable and economically viable processes for the production of biochemicals with diverse applications in medicine, agriculture, energy, and the environment. 2. Basics of biotechnology. Biotechnology is a broad field that applies biological principles and processes to develop products and technology that benefits society. Here are some basics. Definition: biotechnology involves the manipulation of living organisms or their components to create useful products and technologies. It encompasses various disciplines such as genetics, molecular biology, biochemistry, and microbiology. Applications: biotechnology has diverse applications in medicine, agriculture, food production, environmental remediation, and industrial processes. It has led to the development of new drugs, genetically modified crops, biofuels, biodegradable plastics, and diagnostic tools. Genetic engineering. Genetic engineering is a key aspect of biotechnology. involving the manipulation of an organism's genetic material to achieve desired traits or functions. Techniques like recombinant DNA technology and gene editing tools, such as CRISPR-Cas9, enable scientists to modify genes and create genetically modified organisms, or GMOs. Fermentation. Fermentation is a traditional biotechnological process used to produce various products such as beer, wine, cheese, and yogurt. It involves the controlled growth of microorganisms like yeast or bacteria to convert raw materials into useful compounds through biochemical reactions. Bioprocessing. Bioprocessing refers to the use of biological systems or components, such as enzymes or whole cells, to carry out chemical transformations or produce valuable products. It includes fermentation, biocatalysis, bioseparation, and downstream processing techniques to isolate and purify target compounds. Ethical and regulatory considerations. Biotechnology raises ethical and safety concerns, particularly regarding the use of genetically modified organisms and gene editing technologies. Regulatory frameworks exist to ensure the safety and ethical use of biotechnological products and practices. Future directions. Advances in biotechnology continue to drive innovation in fields such as personalized medicine, synthetic biology, gene therapy, and biomanufacturing. The integration of biotechnology with other disciplines, such as artificial intelligence and nanotechnology, holds promise for addressing complex societal challenges and improving human well-being. Understanding these basics provides a foundation for exploring the vast and rapidly evolving field of biotechnology and its impact on various aspects of society and the environment. 3. Cell biology and microbiology fundamentals. Cell biology and microbiology are foundational disciplines in the study of life sciences. Cell biology focuses on the structure, function, and behavior of cells, which are the basic units of life. Cells carry out essential processes such as metabolism, growth, reproduction, and response to stimuli. Key concepts in cell biology include cell organelles, such as the nucleus, mitochondria, and endoplasmic reticulum, cell membrane structure and function, cellular transport mechanisms, cell division, mitosis and meiosis, and cell signaling pathways. Understanding cell biology is crucial for various fields, including physiology, developmental biology, and pathology. Microbiology, on the other hand, is the study of microorganisms, which include bacteria, viruses, fungi, protozoa, and algae. Microorganisms play diverse roles in nature, ranging from beneficial symbiotic relationships to causing infectious diseases. Microbiology encompasses various subdisciplines, such as bacteriology, virology, mycology, and parasitology. Key topics in microbiology include microbial morphology, genetics, metabolism, ecology, and pathogenesis. Microbiologists study microbial diversity, interactions between microorganisms and their environments, microbial evolution, and the development of antimicrobial strategies. Both cell biology and microbiology are interdisciplinary fields that contribute to our understanding of fundamental biological processes and their applications in medicine, biotechnology, agriculture, and environmental science. They provide insights into the complexities of life at the cellular and microbial levels and offer opportunities for innovation and discovery in scientific research and technological development. 4. Enzyme kinetics and catalysis. Enzyme kinetics is a study of the rates at which enzymes catalyze chemical reactions. Enzymes are biological catalysts that accelerate chemical reactions by lowering the activation energy required for the reaction to occur. Understanding enzyme kinetics is essential for elucidating the mechanisms by which enzymes function and for optimizing enzyme-catalyzed reactions in various applications. The Michaelis-Menten equation is a fundamental concept in enzyme kinetics, describing the relationship between the rate of an enzyme-catalyzed reaction, or V, and the concentration of substrate, or S. According to the Michaelis-Menten model, the initial reaction rate, VO, is directly proportional to the concentration of enzyme substrate complex, or ES, which is formed when the enzyme binds to the substrate. Other models, such as the Lineweaver-Burke plot and the Edey-Hofstee plot, can also be used to analyze enzyme kinetics data and determine kinetic parameters. Enzyme catalysis involves several steps, including substrate binding to the enzyme's active site, formation of the enzyme substrate complex, catalytic conversion of the substrate into product, and release of the product. The specificity and efficiency of enzyme catalysis depend on factors such as enzyme-substrate interactions, conformational changes in the enzyme, and the presence of cofactors or coenzymes. Summarized, enzyme kinetics and catalysis are crucial areas of study in biochemistry and biotechnology, with applications in drug discovery, enzyme engineering, metabolic engineering, and industrial biocatalysis. Understanding the mechanisms of enzyme action allows scientists and engineers to design and optimize enzymatic processes for various practical purposes. 5. Metabolic pathways and regulation. Metabolic pathways are a series of interconnected biochemical reactions that convert substrates through a sequence of intermediates into final products. These pathways are essential for maintaining the cell's energy balance, building cellular structures, and enabling cell growth and division. Metabolic pathways can be categorized into catabolic pathways, which break down molecules to release energy, and anabolic pathways, which use energy to synthesize complex molecules from simpler ones. One of the central catabolic pathways is glycolysis, where glucose is broken down into pyruvate, generating ATP and NADH. This is followed by the citric acid cycle, or Krebs cycle, which further oxidizes the products of glycolysis to produce more ATP, NADH, and FADH2. These electron carriers then donate electrons to the electron transport chain in the process of oxidative phosphorylation, producing a large amount of ATP. These pathways highlight the interconnected nature of cellular respiration, which efficiently converts energy stored in organic molecules into usable cellular energy. An example of an anabolic pathway is the Kelvin cycle in photosynthesis, where carbon dioxide is fixed into glucose using the energy from ATP and NADPH produced in the light reactions of photosynthesis. Similarly, the synthesis of amino acids, nucleotides, and fatty acids are vital anabolic processes, each involving multiple enzymatic steps and intricate regulation. Regulation of metabolic pathways ensures that cells respond to changes in their internal and external environments and maintain homeostasis. This regulation occurs at multiple levels, including 1. Enzyme regulation. Enzyme activity can be regulated through allosteric regulation, where an effector molecule binds to an enzyme at a site other than the active site, causing a conformational change that affects its activity. Enzyme activity can also be controlled by covalent modifications, such as phosphorylation, which can activate or deactivate enzymes. 2. Gene expression. The amount of enzymes present in the cell can be regulated at the transcriptional level. Genes encoding enzymes involved in metabolic pathways can be up-regulated or down-regulated in response to environmental signals or cellular needs. 3. Substrate availability. The concentration of substrates can influence the rate of metabolic reactions. An increase in substrate concentration typically enhances the reaction rate until the enzymes become saturated. 4. Feedback inhibition. In many metabolic pathways, the end product of the pathway can inhibit an earlier step in the pathway, providing a feedback mechanism to prevent the overproduction of the final product. 5. Compartmentalization. Eukaryotic cells compartmentalize certain metabolic pathways within specific organelles. For example, the citric acid cycle occurs in the mitochondria, while fatty acid synthesis occurs in the cytoplasm, allowing distinct regulation of these pathways. An example of pathway regulation is the control of glycolysis and gluconeogenesis. Glycolysis is regulated by the availability of glucose and the energy needs of the cell, with key regulatory enzymes like hexokinase, phosphofructokinase, and pyruvate kinase being tightly controlled. In contrast, gluconeogenesis, the synthesis of glucose from non-carbohydrate sources, is activated when there is a need to produce glucose, such as during fasting. Overall, metabolic pathways and their regulation are crucial for cellular function and adaptation, allowing organisms to efficiently manage resources, respond to environmental changes, and maintain homeostasis. Understanding these pathways and their control mechanisms is fundamental in fields such as medicine, biotechnology, and metabolic engineering. 6. Microbial cultivation techniques. Microbial cultivation techniques are essential for studying microorganisms and utilizing them in various applications, including research, industrial production, and clinical diagnostics. These techniques involve growing and maintaining microorganisms under controlled conditions to ensure optimal growth and productivity. Here are some key microbial cultivation techniques. 1. Culture media. Culture media provide the necessary nutrients for microbial growth. They can be classified into several types. Liquid media, or broths, used for growing large quantities of microorganisms in a homogeneous environment. Solid media, agar platies, used for isolating and counting microorganisms, as well as for observing colony morphology. Agar, a gelatinous substance, is added to the nutrient medium to solidify it. Selective media contains specific substances that favor the growth of certain microorganisms while inhibiting others. For example, McConkey agar is selective for gram-negative bacteria. Differential media contain indicators that allow differentiation between different types of microorganisms based on their metabolic activities. Blood agar can differentiate bacteria based on their hemolytic properties. 2. Sterilization. Ensuring that culture media and equipment are free from contaminants is crucial. Common sterilization methods include autoclaving. Uses high-pressure steam to sterilize media and equipment. Filtration. Sterilizes heat-sensitive liquids by passing them through a filter with pores small enough to remove microorganisms. Chemical sterilization. Uses chemicals like ethanol or bleach to disinfect surfaces and equipment. 3. Inoculation techniques. Inoculation introduces microorganisms into culture media. Techniques include streak plate method, used to isolate pure colonies from a mixed sample by streaking the inoculum over the surface of an agar plate. Pour plate method involves mixing the inoculum with molten agar and pouring it into a Petri dish to allow colonies to grow within the medium. Spread plate method. Spreading a liquid sample evenly over the surface of an agar plate using a sterile spreader. Loop dilution. Serially diluting a microbial sample in liquid media to achieve a range of concentrations for quantitative studies. 4. Incubation conditions. Proper incubation conditions are critical for microbial growth, including temperature. Different microorganisms have optimal growth temperatures, such as mesophiles at 20 to 45 degrees Celsius, thermophiles above 45 degrees Celsius, and psychrophiles below 20 degrees Celsius. Aeration. Some microorganisms require oxygen, or aerobies, while others grow in its absence, anaerobies. Facultative anaerobies can grow with or without oxygen. pH. The pH of the culture medium must be appropriate for the microorganism being cultivated, with most bacteria preferring neutral pH, while fungi often thrive in slightly acidic conditions. 5. Monitoring growth. Monitoring microbial growth helps assess culture health and productivity. Turbidity measurement uses a spectrophotometer to measure the cloudiness of a liquid culture, which correlates with cell density. Viable count determines the number of living cells by counting colony-forming units, or CFUs, on agar plates. Direct microscopic counts counts cells directly under a microscope using a counting chamber. 6. Continuous culture systems. Continuous culture techniques, such as chemostats and bioreactors, maintain microbial growth in a steady state by continuously supplying fresh nutrients and removing waste. This allows for the study of microbial physiology under controlled conditions and the production of metabolites on an industrial scale. Microbial cultivation techniques are fundamental for studying microbial physiology, genetics, and interactions, as well as for developing biotechnological applications such as the production of antibiotics, enzymes, and biofuels. These techniques enable scientists to manipulate and utilize microorganisms effectively for a wide range of scientific and industrial purposes. 7. Downstream processing and separation techniques. Downstream processing is a crucial aspect of biotechnology and biochemical engineering, involving the recovery and purification of biosynthetic products, particularly pharmaceuticals, from natural resources such as microbial fermentation, cell cultures, or plant tissues. The aim is to obtain a product in its purest form, suitable for its intended use. The process consists of several stages, each involving different separation techniques. Here are the key stages and techniques used in downstream processing. 1. Cell disruption. Mechanical methods. Homogenization. Using high-pressure homogenizers to break cells' walls by forcing the cell suspension through a narrow orifice. Bead milling. Grinding cells with small beads in a milling machine to rupture them through shear and collision forces. Ultrasonication. Applying ultrasonic waves to create cavitation and shear forces that disrupt cell membranes. Non-mechanical methods. Chemical lysis. Using detergents, solvents, or enzymes to dissolve cell walls and membranes. Osmotic shock. Exposing cells to a sudden change in osmotic pressure, causing them to burst. 2. Solid-liquid separation. Centrifugation. using centrifugal force to separate cellular components based on their size and density. It can be differential centrifugation, separates components by successive rounds of centrifugation at increasing speeds, or density gradient centrifugation, which uses a gradient of a dense substance, like sucrose, to separate components based on their buoyant density. Filtration, employing physical barriers to separate solids from liquids. It includes depth filtration, uses a thick filter medium to capture particles throughout its depth. Membrane filtration, uses a thin membrane with specific pore sizes for more precise separation. 3. Product isolation. Precipitation, adding salts or salting out, solvents or solvent precipitation, or changing pH to precipitate proteins or other biomolecules from the solution. Extraction, using solvents to selectively dissolve and extract the desired product. Types include liquid-liquid extraction, separating components based on their solubility in two immiscible liquids. Solid-liquid extraction, extracting components from a solid matrix using a liquid solvent. 4. Product purification. Chromatography, ion exchange chromatography, separates molecules based on their charge using a charged resin. Affinity chromatography, uses a specific binding interaction, e.g. antibody-antigen, to isolate the target molecule. Size exclusion chromatography, or gel filtration, separates molecules based on size using a porous gel matrix. Hydrophobic interaction chromatography, separates molecules based on their hydrophobicity. Electrophoresis, separates molecules based on their charge and size by applying an electric field. It includes techniques like SDS-PAGE for proteins and agarose gel electrophoresis for nucleic acids. 5. Final polishing, ultrafiltration and diafiltration, using semi-permeable membranes to concentrate and further purify proteins or other macromolecules by removing small impurities. Crystallization, inducing the formation of crystals from a purified solution to obtain the product in a solid and stable form. 6. Formulation and packaging. After purification, the product must be formulated with stabilizers, preservatives, and other excipients to ensure its stability, efficacy, and shelf life. The final step involves packaging the product in a suitable format for storage, distribution, and use. Downstream processing is a multi-step, complex, and crucial phase in the production of biotechnological products. The selection of appropriate techniques depends on the nature of the product, its intended use, and the required purity levels. Mastery of these techniques ensures the efficient, cost-effective, and safe production of high-quality bioproducts, meeting both regulatory standards and market demands. 8. Bioreactor design and operation. Bioreactors are vessels in which biological reactions occur, typically involving microorganisms, animal cells, or plant cells, to produce a desired product such as pharmaceuticals, enzymes, biofuels, or chemicals. The design and operation of bioreactors are critical for optimizing production, ensuring process stability, and maintaining product quality. Here are the key aspects of bioreactor design and operation. Bioreactor design. Types of bioreactors. Stirred tank bioreactors, or STBR. The most common type, featuring a cylindrical vessel with an impeller for mixing and aeration. They are versatile and suitable for both microbial and cell culture processes. Airlift bioreactors. Utilize a draft tube to circulate fluids and maintain aeration without mechanical stirring, ideal for shear-sensitive cultures. Packed bed bioreactors. Contain immobilized cells on a solid matrix, often used in continuous processes and for products requiring high cell densities. Fluidized bed bioreactors. Similar to packed beds, but with fluid flow that suspends the solid particles, providing better mass transfer. Wave bioreactors. Using a rocking motion to mix and aerate the culture, particularly useful for mammalian cell cultures. Key components. Vessel. Made of materials like stainless steel or glass for durability and sterility. Impeller. For mixing and maintaining homogeneous conditions. Different types include Russian turbines, marine impellers, and pitched blade turbines. Sparger. Introduces air or oxygen into the culture medium, essential for aerobic processes. Sensors and probes. Monitor critical parameters such as pH, dissolved oxygen or DO, temperature, and biomass concentration. Control systems. Automated systems to maintain optimal conditions, including feedback mechanisms to adjust pH, DO, temperature, and nutrient feed. Skill and configuration. Lab scale. Small volumes up to a few liters for research and development. Pilot scale. Intermediate volumes, tens to hundreds of liters, for process optimization and scale-up studies. Production scale. Large volumes, thousands to tens of thousands of liters, for commercial production. Bioreactor operation. Operating modes. Batch. All ingredients are added at the start, and the culture is allowed to grow until harvest. Simple to operate, but can be less efficient. Fed batch. Nutrients are added periodically without removing culture fluid, allowing higher cell densities and product yields. Continuous. Fresh medium is continuously added and culture fluid is continuously removed, maintaining a steady state condition. Offers high productivity and consistent product quality, but requires sophisticated control systems. Key operational parameters. Temperature must be controlled to optimize enzyme activity and cell growth, typically maintained within a narrow range specific to the organism. pH maintained using buffers or automatic pH control systems to ensure optimal enzyme activity and cell health. Dissolved oxygen, or DO, critical for aerobic processes maintained by adjusting aeration rates using oxygen-enriched air or controlling agitation speed. Nutrient supply. Proper nutrient levels are critical for growth and productivity, often controlled through feed strategies in fed batch and continuous systems. Agitation and mixing. Ensure homogeneous conditions, prevent cell settling, and enhance mass transfer. Agitation speed must be optimized to balance mixing efficiency and shear stress. Sterilization. In situ sterilization. Autoclaving the entire bioreactor and associated piping. CIP, or clean in place, and SIP, or sterilize in place. Automated cleaning and sterilization processes to maintain sterility between batches without disassembling the bioreactor. Scale-up considerations. Geometric similarity. Maintaining similar vessel dimensions and aspect ratios when scaling from lab to production scale. Dynamic similarity. Ensuring similar mixing and mass transfer conditions by adjusting impeller speeds and aeration rates based on power input per unit volume and oxygen transfer rates. Designing and operating bioreactors involves a deep understanding of both biological and engineering principles. Effective bioreactor design ensures optimal conditions for cell growth and product formation, while efficient operation strategies maximize yield and productivity. As bioprocesses move from lab scale to industrial scale production, considerations of scalability, control, and sterility become increasingly critical, necessitating sophisticated design and automation solutions. 9. Genetic engineering and recombinant DNA technology. Genetic engineering and recombinant DNA technology are transformative fields in modern biology, enabling precise modifications to the genetic material of organisms for various applications, from medical therapies to agricultural improvements and industrial biotechnology. Here's a detailed look at these concepts. Genetic engineering. Definition. Genetic engineering involves the direct manipulation of an organism's genome using biotechnology to alter its characteristics. This can include adding, removing, or modifying genes to achieve desired traits. Applications. Medicine. Development of gene therapies, production of insulin, human growth hormones, and vaccines. Agriculture. Creation of genetically modified crops with improved yield, pest resistance, and nutritional content. Industrial biotechnology. Production of enzymes for detergents, biofuels, and biodegradable plastics. Research. Creation of model organisms to study gene function and disease. Recombinant DNA technology. Definition. Recombinant DNA technology involves combining DNA from different sources to create sequences that do not naturally occur. This process typically involves isolating a gene of interest and inserting it into a vector for propagation and expression in a host organism. Key steps. Gene isolation. Restriction enzymes. Enzymes that cut DNA at specific sequences, generating fragments with sticky or blunt ends. Polymerase chain reaction, or PCR. Amplifies specific DNA sequences, making it easier to work with large amounts of a target gene. Vector preparation. Plasmids. Circular DNA molecules used as vectors to carry foreign genes into host cells. They often contain selectable markers, e.g., antibiotic resistance genes, to identify successful transformants. Viral vectors. Viruses engineered to deliver genetic material into cells, often used in gene therapy. Other vectors. Cosmids, BACs, or bacterial artificial chromosomes, and YACs, or yeast artificial chromosomes, are used for larger DNA fragments. Ligation. DNA ligase. Enzyme that joins DNA fragments together by forming covalent bonds between the sugar phosphate backbones of DNA strands. Transformation. Bacterial transformation. Introduction of recombinant DNA into bacteria using methods like heat shock or electroporation. Transfection. Introduction of recombinant DNA into eukaryotic cells using chemical, lipid-based, or physical methods. Selection and screening. Antibiotic selection. Use of antibiotics to select for cells that have taken up the plasmid with the antibiotic resistance gene. Reporter genes. Genes that encode easily detectable proteins, e.g., GFP, green fluorescent protein, used to identify successful recombinant events. Expression. Expression vectors. Contain promoters and other regulatory elements to ensure the foreign gene is transcribed and translated within the host organism. Host systems. E. coli, yeast, insect cells, mammalian cells, and plants, each offering different advantages depending on the protein's complexity and post-translational modifications required. Techniques and tools. CRISPR-Cas9, a revolutionary genome editing tool that allows for precise, targeted changes to the DNA of living organisms. It uses a guide RNA to direct the Cas9 enzyme to a specific DNA sequence where it makes a cut, allowing for the addition or removal of genetic material. Gene cloning. Creating copies of a specific gene by inserting it into a plasmid vector and introducing it into a bacterial host. The bacteria replicate, producing many copies of the gene. Gel electrophoresis, technique to separate DNA fragments by size, allowing for the analysis and purification of DNA. Sequencing, determining the exact sequence of nucleotides in a DNA molecule. Techniques like Sanger sequencing and next-generation sequencing, or NGS, are used for various applications, from identifying genetic disorders to studying biodiversity. Ethical and regulatory considerations. Genetic engineering and recombinant DNA technology raise ethical questions about safety, environmental impact, and the morality of altering life forms. Regulatory bodies like the FDA, or Food and Drug Administration, and EPA, or Environmental Protection Agency in the United States, as well as international organizations, establish guidelines and regulations to ensure the safe and ethical use of these technologies. Genetic engineering and recombinant DNA technology are pivotal in advancing our understanding of biology and enhancing our ability to manipulate genetic material for a wide range of applications. From improving healthcare and agriculture to facilitating scientific research, these technologies continue to shape the future of science and society. 10. Fermentation processes. Fermentation processes are biological reactions where microorganisms, such as bacteria, yeast, or fungi, convert organic compounds, usually carbohydrates, into alcohol or acids under anaerobic conditions. These processes are central to various industries, including food and beverage production, pharmaceuticals, and biofuels. Here's a detailed overview of fermentation processes. Types of fermentation. Alcoholic fermentation. Microorganisms, primarily yeast. Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Substrate, sugars, glucose, fructose, sucrose. Products, ethanol and carbon dioxide. Applications, brewing beer, winemaking, and production of bioethanol as a renewable fuel. Lactic acid fermentation. Microorganisms, lactic acid bacteria, Lactobacillus streptococcus. Substrate, sugars. Products, lactic acid. Applications, production of yogurt, sauerkraut, kimchi, and certain cheeses, as well as lactic acid for industrial use. Acetic acid fermentation. Microorganisms, acetic acid bacteria, Acidobacter. Substrate, ethanol. Products, acetic acid. Applications, production of vinegar, butyric acid fermentation. Microorganisms, Clostridium species. Substrate, sugars and starches. Products, butyric acid, carbon dioxide, and hydrogen. Applications, production of solvents and biofuels. Mixed acid fermentation. Microorganisms, enteric bacteria, Escherichia coli. Substrate, sugars. Products, a mixture of acids, lactic acetic, formic, ethanol, carbon dioxide, and hydrogen. Applications: understanding metabolic pathways in bacteria and industrial solvent production. Fermentation processes: batch fermentation. Operation: all substrates and microorganisms are added at the beginning, and the process runs until the nutrients are exhausted. Advantages: simple to set up and operate, suitable for high-value products. Disadvantages: limited by substrate concentration, potential for inconsistent product quality. Fed batch fermentation. Operation: substrates are added in increments during the fermentation process, allowing for extended fermentation and higher product yields. Advantages: better control over growth conditions, higher cell densities, and product concentrations. Disadvantages: more complex operation and control systems. Continuous fermentation. Operation: fresh substrate is continuously added and culture fluid is continuously removed to maintain a steady state. Advantages: consistent product quality, high productivity, and efficient use of fermenter volume. Disadvantages: complex control systems, risk of contamination. Fermentation parameters. Temperature. Optimal temperature varies by microorganism. Must be controlled to maximize microbial activity and product yield. pH. The pH of the medium affects enzyme activity and microorganism health. Buffers or automatic pH control systems are used to maintain optimal pH levels. Aeration and oxygen supply. Critical for aerobic fermentation processes. Oxygen is sparged into the fermenter, and agitation ensures proper mixing and oxygen transfer. Agitation. Mechanical stirring or bubbling air to keep the culture homogeneous and enhance mass transfer of nutrients and gases. Nutrient supply. Sufficient nutrients must be provided to support microbial growth and product formation. In fed batch and continuous systems, nutrient addition is carefully controlled. Sterility. Maintaining a sterile environment is crucial to prevent contamination. Sterilization of the fermenter, media, and air supply is typically achieved through autoclaving or filtration. Fermentation equipment. Fermenters or bioreactors. Vessels designed for controlled fermentation, available in various scales from laboratory to industrial. Stirred tank fermenters or STF. Common for microbial fermentations, equipped with agitators and spargers. Airlift fermenters. Used for shear-sensitive cultures, employing air circulation for mixing. Packed bed and fluidized bed reactors. Used for immobilized cell systems, where cells are attached to a solid support. Control systems. Automated systems to monitor and adjust parameters such as temperature, pH, dissolved oxygen, and nutrient feed, ensuring optimal fermentation conditions. Applications of fermentation. Food and beverage industry. Production of bread, beer, wine, yogurt, cheese, and fermented vegetables. Pharmaceutical industry. Production of antibiotics, penicillin, streptomycin, vaccines, and therapeutic proteins, insulin, or growth hormones. Biofuel production. Conversion of biomass into bioethanol and biobutanol. Industrial biotechnology. Production of organic acids, citric acid, lactic acids, solvents, acetone, butanol, and enzymes, amylases, proteases. Fermentation processes are versatile and widely used in various industries to produce valuable products. Understanding the different types of fermentation, operational modes, and key parameters is essential for optimizing production and achieving consistent, high-quality outputs. Advances in fermentation technology continue to drive innovation in biotechnology, offering sustainable solutions for food, medicine, and energy. 11. Bioprocess control and optimization. Bioprocess control and optimization are essential elements in industrial biotechnology, focusing on maximizing efficiency, yield, and quality of biological products. This involves regulating various parameters during bioprocesses such as microbial fermentation, cell culture, and enzymatic reactions. Bioprocess control involves monitoring and regulating the physical, chemical, and biological parameters of a bioprocess to maintain optimal conditions for the production of the desired product. Key parameters include temperature, pH, dissolved oxygen or DO, agitation and mixing, nutrient supply, and foam control. Temperature control is vital as it affects enzyme activity and microbial growth rates. Automated temperature control systems use thermocouples or resistance temperature detectors, or RTDs, linked to heating and cooling systems. pH is another critical parameter influencing enzyme activity, cell metabolism, and product stability, maintained using automated pH control systems with pH probes and acid or base solutions. Dissolved oxygen is crucial for aerobic microorganisms and cell cultures, ensured by DO sensors coupled with air or oxygen spargers and agitation control systems. Agitation and mixing are essential for a homogeneous distribution of nutrients, gases, and cells, achieved through mechanical stirrers or airlift systems with adjustable speeds to optimize mixing without causing shear stress. Proper nutrient supply is critical for cell growth and product formation, controlled through fed batch and continuous feeding strategies based on monitoring self-growth and nutrient concentration. Foam control is necessary as excessive foam can interfere with oxygen transfer and cause contamination, managed by anti-foam agents or mechanical foam breakers controlled by foam sensors. Monitoring techniques are vital for effective bioprocess control, encompassing in situ, online, and offline methods. In situ monitoring includes measuring optical density, or OD, to assess cell concentration by absorbance, spectroscopy to monitor metabolites and product concentrations, and flow cytometry to analyze cell size, viability, and expression levels. Online monitoring employs biosensors to detect specific metabolites, nutrients, or environmental conditions, and mass spectrometry for real-time analysis of fermentation products and byproducts. Offline monitoring involves periodic sampling and analysis using lab-based assays like HPLC or high-performance liquid chromatography, or GC, gas chromatography. Bioprocess optimization aims to improve the efficiency and productivity of the bioprocess through systematic adjustments and enhancements. This includes the use of design of experiments, or DOE, to systematically investigate the effects of multiple factors on the bioprocess and identify optimal conditions, employing methods such as factorial designs, response surface methodology, or RSM, and Taguchi methods. Mathematical modeling and simulation develop mathematical representations of bioprocesses to predict outcomes and optimize parameters, using kinetic models, metabolic flux analysis, and computational fluid dynamics, or CFD. Adaptive control systems automatically adjust process parameters in real time based on feedback from monitoring systems, employing model predictive control, or MPC, fuzzy logic control, and neural networks. Scale up and scale down studies ensure that bioprocesses are scalable from laboratory to industrial production while maintaining performance and product quality, conducting trials at different scales and using data to inform process adjustments. Optimization of media and feed strategies enhances cell growth and product yield by optimizing nutrient composition and feeding regimens, using DOE and empirical optimization. Advanced control techniques include process analytical technology, or PAT, and quality by design, or QDB. And so, while PAT uses real-time data and advanced analytics to control and optimize bioprocesses, incorporating tools like spectroscopy, chromatography, and advanced sensors integrated with data analysis software, QDB is a systematic approach to bioprocess development, emphasizing understanding and controlling variability to ensure product quality, and implemented by identifying critical quality attributes, or CQAs, and critical process parameters, or CPPs. It also establishes control strategies. 12. Applications of biochemical engineering in industry. Biochemical engineering applies principles of biology, chemistry, and engineering to develop and optimize processes involving biological organisms or molecules. This interdisciplinary field has numerous applications across various industries, driving innovations and improving efficiency and sustainability. Here are some key applications of biochemical engineering in industry. Pharmaceuticals and biotechnology. Biochemical engineering plays a pivotal role in the development and manufacturing of pharmaceuticals. It is instrumental in producing antibiotics, vaccines, hormones, and therapeutic proteins. For instance, recombinant DNA technology allows for the production of insulin and monoclonal antibodies. Bioprocess engineers design and optimize fermentation processes and cell culture systems to ensure high yields, product purity, and cost effectiveness. Advanced techniques such as continuous bioprocessing and single-use bioreactors are increasingly adopted to enhance production flexibility and scalability. Food and beverage industry. The food and beverage industry extensively uses biochemical engineering to improve food quality, safety, and nutritional value. Fermentation processes are employed to produce a variety of foods, including yogurt, cheese, bread, beer, and wine. Bioprocess engineers optimize fermentation conditions to enhance flavor, texture, and shelf life. Enzyme technology is also crucial, enabling the production of high fructose corn syrup, lactose-free dairy products, and improved bread-making processes. Additionally, metabolic engineering of microorganisms is used to produce food additives and nutraceuticals. Biofuels and bioenergy. In the quest for sustainable energy sources, biochemical engineering is vital for the production of biofuels such as bioethanol, biodiesel, and biogas. Engineers develop and optimize microbial fermentation processes to convert biomass, including agricultural residues and algae, into fuels. Advances in metabolic engineering and synthetic biology allow for the development of microorganisms with enhanced capabilities to produce biofuels more efficiently. Biochemical engineers also work on integrating biofuel production with other industrial processes to improve overall energy efficiency and reduce waste. Environmental engineering. Biochemical engineering contributes to environmental protection and sustainability through bioremediation, waste treatment, and pollution control. Bioremediation uses microorganisms to degrade environmental contaminants, such as oil spills, heavy metals, and organic pollutants. Waste treatment processes, including anaerobic digestion and composting, convert organic waste into valuable products like biogas and compost. Biochemical engineers design and optimize these processes to maximize efficiency and minimize environmental impact. Additionally, bio-based technologies are developed to produce biodegradable plastics and reduce reliance on petrochemicals. Agricultural biotechnology. The agricultural sector benefits significantly from biochemical engineering through the development of genetically modified crops and biopesticides. Genetically engineered crops can have improved traits such as pest resistance, herbicide tolerance, and enhanced nutritional content. Bioprocess engineers work on producing biofertilizers and biopesticides using microbial fermentation, which can reduce the use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides promoting sustainable agriculture. Furthermore, advances in plant tissue culture and bioreactor design facilitate the large-scale production of high-value crops and plant-derived compounds. Industrial biotechnology. In industrial biotechnology, biochemical engineering is essential for the production of chemicals, materials, and enzymes through bioprocesses. Microbial fermentation and enzyme catalysis are used to produce a wide range of chemicals, including organic acids, e.g., citric acid, lactic acid, solvents, e.g., ethanol, acetone, and biopolymers, e.g., polylactic acid. Bioprocess engineers optimize these production processes to increase yields, reduce costs, and improve sustainability. Enzyme technology also plays a crucial role in industrial processes, such as textile treatment, paper bleaching, and detergent formulation, enhancing efficiency and reducing environmental impact. Medical devices and diagnostics. Biochemical engineering contributes to the development of advanced medical devices and diagnostic tools. This includes the design and production of biosensors for detecting diseases, monitoring health conditions, and ensuring food safety. Biochemical engineers work on developing biocompatible materials and coatings for implants and prosthetics. Additionally, lab-on-a-chip technologies and microfluidic devices are engineered to enable rapid point-of-care diagnostics, improving healthcare accessibility and outcomes. Cosmetics and personal care. The cosmetics and personal care industry utilizes biochemical engineering to develop and manufacture products such as skincare creams, shampoos, and cosmetics. Enzymes and biotechnologically derived ingredients such as hyaluronic acid, collagen, and peptides are used to enhance product efficacy and safety. Biochemical engineers optimize the production processes for these ingredients, ensuring consistency and quality. Additionally, sustainable practices such as using bio-based and biodegradable materials are increasingly adopted to reduce environmental impact. Biochemical engineering is a cornerstone of numerous industries, driving innovation and sustainability. Its applications range from pharmaceuticals and food production to biofuels and environmental protection. By integrating biological principles with engineering practices, biochemical engineers develop efficient, cost-effective, and sustainable processes that address global challenges and improve the quality of life. As technology advances, the role of biochemical engineering will continue to expand, opening new possibilities and contributing to the development of a more sustainable future. 13. Future trends in biotechnology. The future of biotechnology holds exciting advancements and transformative potential across various fields. Emerging trends are driven by technological innovations, interdisciplinary research, and a growing focus on sustainability and health. Here are some key future trends in biotechnology. Synthetic biology. synthetic biology is poised to revolutionize biotechnology by enabling the design and construction of new biological parts, devices, and systems. This field combines principles from biology, engineering, and computer science to create synthetic organisms with tailored functions. Future trends in synthetic biology include gene editing and CRISPR. The use of CRISPR-Cas9 and other gene editing tools to precisely modify genomes will expand, allowing for the creation of organisms with desirable traits, such as disease resistance or enhanced metabolic capabilities. Biosensors. Development of biosensors for environmental monitoring, healthcare diagnostics, and industrial applications will grow, providing real-time detection of specific molecules or pathogens. Biomanufacturing. Engineered microbes will be used to produce complex chemicals, pharmaceuticals, and materials, offering sustainable alternatives to traditional manufacturing processes. Personalized medicine. Personalized medicine aims to tailor medical treatments to individual patients based on their genetic, environmental, and lifestyle factors. Advances in genomics, bioinformatics, and biotechnology are driving this trend. Genomic sequencing. Rapid and cost-effective genome sequencing will become more accessible, enabling detailed genetic profiling of patients. Pharmacogenomics. Understanding how genetic variations affect drug response will lead to the development of personalized therapies, reducing adverse effects and improving efficacy. Biomarker discovery. Identification of new biomarkers will facilitate early diagnosis and targeted treatment of diseases, particularly in oncology. Regenerative medicine. Regenerative medicine focuses on repairing or replacing damaged tissues and organs through the use of stem cells, tissue engineering, and biomaterials. Key trends in this field include stem cell therapy. Advances in stem cell technology will lead to new treatments for conditions such as neurodegenerative diseases, heart disease, and spinal cord injuries. 3D bioprinting. The use of 3D printing to create tissue and organ constructs will progress, potentially leading to the fabrication of functional organs for transplantation. Organoids. Miniature, lab-grown organ models will be used for drug testing, disease modeling, and personalized medicine, providing insights into complex biological processes. Agricultural biotechnology. Agricultural biotechnology is essential for enhancing food security, sustainability, and crop resilience. Future trends in this area include genome editing in crops. Techniques like CRISPR will be used to develop crops with improved traits such as drought tolerance, pest resistance, and higher nutritional value. Microbiome engineering. Understanding and manipulating the plant microbiome will enhance crop health and productivity, reducing the need for chemical fertilizers and pesticides. vertical farming and controlled environment agriculture, or CEA. Innovations in indoor farming technologies will optimize resource use and enable year-round production of high-quality crops in urban settings. Industrial biotechnology. Industrial biotechnology aims to develop sustainable processes for the production of chemicals, materials, and biofuels. Key future trends include bio-based materials, development of bio-based plastics, textiles, and composites will reduce reliance on fossil fuels and decrease environmental impact. Biorefineries. Integrated biorefineries will convert biomass into a range of products, including biofuels, chemicals, and bioproducts, enhancing the efficiency and economics of bio-based production. Enzyme engineering. Advances in enzyme engineering will create more robust and efficient biocatalysts for industrial processes, improving sustainability and reducing costs. Environmental biotechnology. Environmental biotechnology focuses on using biological processes for environmental restoration and sustainability. Future trends include bioremediation. Enhanced techniques for bioremediation will address pollution and contamination in soil, water, and air, using engineered microorganisms to degrade harmful substances. Waste-to-resource technologies. Innovations will convert waste materials into valuable products such as bioenergy, bioplastics, and fertilizers, promoting a circular economy. Carbon sequestration. Biological methods for capturing and storing carbon dioxide will be developed to mitigate climate change, including engineered plants and microbes designed to sequester carbon more efficiently. Computational biology and bioinformatics. Computational biology and bioinformatics are integral to advancing biotechnology through data analysis, modeling, and simulation. Future trends include artificial intelligence, or AI, and machine learning. AI and machine learning will revolutionize data analysis, enabling the discovery of new biological insights and accelerating drug discovery and development. Big data analytics. The integration and analysis of large biological datasets will provide deeper understanding of complex biological systems and drive personalized medicine and precision agriculture. Systems biology. Modeling and simulation of biological systems will predict cellular behavior and guide the design of synthetic organisms and bioprocesses. The future of biotechnology is marked by rapid advancements and interdisciplinary collaboration, driving innovations across diverse fields. From personalized medicine and regenerative therapies to sustainable agriculture and industrial processes, biotechnology will continue to transform our world. Emphasizing sustainability, health, and environmental protection, future trends will address global challenges and improve the quality of life, paving the way for a more sustainable and equitable future. 14. Ethical and regulatory considerations in biotechnology. Biotechnology holds immense potential for advancing health, agriculture, industry, and environmental management. However, it also raises significant ethical and regulatory considerations that must be addressed to ensure responsible development and application. Here are some key ethical and regulatory aspects in biotechnology. Ethical considerations. Genetic modification and editing. Genetic modification and editing, especially in humans, pose profound ethical questions. Techniques like CRISPR-Cas9 allow precise alterations in DNA, raising concerns about human germline editing. Editing human embryos can prevent genetic diseases, but also introduces the risk of unintended consequences and raises the prospect of designer babies, leading to ethical debates about eugenics and genetic inequality. Biodiversity. Genetic modification in crops and animals can impact biodiversity, potentially disrupting ecosystems and leading to unforeseen environmental consequences. Privacy and genetic information. As genetic testing becomes more widespread, protecting individual privacy and genetic information is crucial. Ethical concerns include informed consent, ensuring that individuals fully understand and consent to genetic testing and the potential uses of their genetic data. Data security, safeguarding genetic information from unauthorized access and misuse. Discrimination, preventing genetic information from being used to discriminate in areas like employment, insurance, and social services. Access and equity. Biotechnology can create disparities in access to advanced treatments and technologies. Ethical considerations include healthcare inequities, ensuring that biotechnological advancements such as gene therapies and personalized medicine are accessible to all, not just those who can afford them. Global disparities, addressing the gap between developed and developing countries in accessing biotechnology innovations. Animal welfare. Biotechnology often involves the use of animals for research and production. Ethical concerns include animal testing, ensuring humane treatment of animals used in research, reducing suffering, and pursuing alternatives wherever possible. Transgenic animals. Using animals with altered genomes raises issues of welfare and the ethics of creating animals with specific traits for human benefit. Environmental impact. The release of genetically modified organisms, or GMOs, into the environment must be carefully managed to avoid adverse effects. Ethical considerations include ecological balance, ensuring that GMOs do not disrupt ecosystems, harm non-target species, or lead to loss of biodiversity. Sustainability. Developing biotechnological solutions that promote long-term environmental sustainability. Regulatory considerations. Safety and efficacy. Regulatory frameworks ensure that biotechnological products and processes are safe and effective for their intended use. Key aspects include clinical trials, rigorous testing through clinical trials to evaluate the safety and efficacy of new drugs, therapies, and medical devices. Risk assessment. Comprehensive risk assessments for GMOs, considering potential impacts on human health and the environment. Approval processes. Biotechnological products must undergo stringent regulatory approval processes before they can be marketed. Regulatory agencies involved include FDA, U.S. Food and Drug Administration, oversees the approval of drugs, biologics, and medical devices in the United States. EMA, or European Medicines Agency, regulates pharmaceuticals in the European Union. EPA, or Environmental Protection Agency, manages the environmental impacts of biotechnological products in the United States. USDA, United States Department of Agriculture, regulates GMOs in agriculture and ensures food safety. Intellectual property. Intellectual property rights, including patents, play a significant role in biotechnology. Regulatory considerations include patenting life forms, the ethical and legal implications of patenting genetically modified organisms, genes, and biotechnological processes. Access to innovation. Balancing the protection of intellectual property with the need to ensure access to essential biotechnological innovations, particularly in healthcare and agriculture. Labeling and transparency. Regulations often require labeling and transparency to inform consumers about biotechnological products. Key considerations include GMO labeling. Clear labeling of genetically modified foods to allow consumers to make informed choices. Traceability. Ensuring that biotechnological products can be traced through the supply chain to maintain transparency and accountability. International standards and cooperation. Biotechnology often involves global collaboration, requiring harmonization of standards and regulatory practices. Important aspects include international agreements, participation in international agreements and organizations, such as the Cartagena Protocol on Biosafety to manage the transboundary movement of GMOs. Harmonization of regulations. Coordinating regulatory standards across countries to facilitate the global trade of biotechnological products and ensure consistent safety and quality. Ethical and regulatory considerations are integral to the responsible development and application of biotechnology. Addressing these considerations involves balancing innovation with safety, equity, and sustainability. Continuous dialogue among scientists, ethicists, policymakers, and the public is essential to navigate the complex landscape of biotechnology and harness its potential for the benefit of society while minimizing risks and ensuring ethical integrity. You have been listening to Biomedical Engineering, The Fundamentals of Biotechnology. Written by Phil Gilberts. Narrated by Kevin Brooker. Informatics. Health, biomedical, and nursing informatics for beginners. Written by Phil Gilberts. Narrated by Kevin Brooker. 1. Introduction to Informatics. Informatics integrates principles from various disciplines such as computer science, information theory, cognitive science, and social science to analyze and understand complex systems of information. It involves the design, implementation, and application of computational solutions to real-world problems, focusing on both the technical aspects of computing systems and the human aspects of information processing and interaction. Informatics encompasses diverse areas such as bioinformatics, health informatics, business informatics, and geographic information systems, reflecting its broad applicability across different domains. Through the study of informatics, individuals learn to harness the power of data and technology to enhance decision-making, improve processes, and drive innovation in various fields. 2. Fundamentals of Health Informatics. Health informatics stands at the intersection of healthcare and technology, revolutionizing how patient information is managed, treatments are delivered, and research is conducted. At its core, health informatics is the application of information and communication technologies to various aspects of healthcare, ranging from patient record management to clinical decision support systems. One of the fundamental pillars of health informatics is efficient data management. This involves the handling, storage, and organization of vast amounts of healthcare data, including electronic health records, or EHRs, medical images, and laboratory results. By implementing robust data management systems, healthcare providers can access critical patient information securely and seamlessly, leading to improved patient care and streamlined workflows. Moreover, health informatics encompasses the design and implementation of health information systems. These systems include electronic health records systems, or EHR systems, clinical decision support systems, and other IT solutions tailored to meet the unique needs of healthcare organizations. By leveraging technology, these systems enable healthcare providers to make more informed decisions, enhance care coordination, and improve patient outcomes. Interoperability and standardization are also key principles of health informatics. Adhering to standards such as HL7 or Health Level 7 and DICOM or Digital Imaging and Communications in Medicine ensures seamless data exchange and interoperability between different healthcare systems. This interoperability is essential for facilitating communication between healthcare providers, improving care coordination, and ultimately enhancing patient care. Furthermore, privacy and security are paramount in health informatics. Given the sensitive nature of healthcare data, stringent measures must be in place to safeguard patient information. Encryption, access controls, and compliance with regulations like HIPAA or Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act are crucial for protecting patient privacy and ensuring data security. In addition to managing and securing healthcare data, health informatics play a pivotal role in data analysis. By applying data mining, machine learning, and statistical techniques, healthcare professionals can derive valuable insights from healthcare data. These insights can inform clinical decision-making, identify disease trends, and optimize healthcare delivery. Telemedicine and telehealth are also burgeoning areas within health informatics. Leveraging telecommunications technology, these modalities enable remote medical consultations, monitoring, and treatment, expanding access to healthcare services beyond traditional clinical settings. Especially in remote or undeserved areas, telemedicine has the potential to bridge gaps in healthcare access and improve patient outcomes. Ethical considerations are another critical aspect of health informatics. Professionals in this field must navigate complex ethical dilemmas related to patient consent, data ownership, and the responsible use of technology in healthcare. Upholding ethical standards is essential for building trust with patients and ensuring the responsible and ethical use of healthcare data and technology. In conclusion, health informatics is a dynamic and interdisciplinary field that holds immense promise for transforming healthcare delivery, improving patient outcomes, and advancing medical research. By harnessing the power of technology and data, health informatics professionals are driving innovation and shaping the future of healthcare. 3. Biomedical informatics. Understanding data in healthcare. Biomedical informatics, a subset of health informatics, delves into the intricate realm of healthcare data analysis, management, and application. At its core, it seeks to decipher the wealth of information embedded within healthcare data to enhance patient care, facilitate medical research, and drive healthcare innovation. Central to biomedical informatics is the art of understanding and managing healthcare data. This encompasses a myriad of data types, including electronic health records or EHRs, medical imaging, genomic data, and clinical trial data. Effectively managing this data requires robust infrastructure and sophisticated tools to ensure its accuracy, integrity, and accessibility. One of the primary goals of biomedical informatics is to extract meaningful insights from healthcare data through advanced analytics techniques. Data mining, machine learning, and statistical analysis are employed to uncover patterns, correlations, and trends hidden within vast datasets. These insights can inform clinical decision-making, identify disease biomarkers, and predict patient outcomes, ultimately leading to more personalized and effective healthcare interventions. Furthermore, biomedical informatics plays a crucial role in facilitating translational research, the process of translating scientific discoveries into clinical applications. By integrating data from basic science research, clinical trials, and patient care, biomedical informatics bridges the gap between bench and bedside, accelerating the pace of medical innovation and improving patient outcomes. Interoperability and data standardization are also essential considerations in biomedical informatics. Harmonizing data formats and ensuring interoperability between disparate healthcare systems enables seamless data exchange and integration. This interoperability facilitates collaborative research efforts, enables population health analytics, and supports the development of precision medicine approaches tailored to individual patient needs. Moreover, biomedical informatics is at the forefront of leveraging emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, or AI, and big data analytics to revolutionize healthcare delivery. AI-powered clinical decision support systems assist healthcare providers in diagnosing diseases, predicting treatment outcomes, and optimizing treatment plans. Big data analytics enable population-level insights, uncovering epidemiological trends, and guiding public health interventions. Ethical and privacy considerations are paramount in biomedical informatics. As healthcare data becomes increasingly digitized and interconnected, protecting patient privacy and ensuring data security are critical imperatives. Adhering to ethical guidelines and regulatory frameworks, such as HIPAA or the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, is essential to maintain patient trust and safeguard sensitive healthcare information. Overall, biomedical informatics serves as a cornerstone of modern healthcare, driving innovation, improving patient outcomes, and advancing medical science. By harnessing the power of data and technology, biomedical informaticians are shaping the future of healthcare, paving the way for a more efficient, personalized, and equitable healthcare system. 4. Nursing informatics. Bridging technology and patient care. Nursing informatics stands at the nexus of healthcare and technology, serving as a vital link between the two realms to enhance patient care and optimize clinical workflows. Rooted in the nursing profession, nursing informatics leverages information and communication technologies to empower nurses with the tools and knowledge needed to deliver high-quality, patient-centered care. At its essence, nursing informatics revolves around leveraging technology to improve patient outcomes while streamlining nursing processes. This entails the integration of electronic health records, or EHRs, clinical decision support systems, and other digital tools into nursing practice. By harnessing these technologies, nurses can access comprehensive patient information, making informed clinical decisions, and coordinate care more effectively. One of the primary objectives of nursing informatics is to enhance the quality and safety of patient care. Through the implementation of electronic documentation systems and standardized nursing terminologies, nurses can accurately capture and communicate patient data, ensuring continuity of care and reducing the risk of errors. Moreover, clinical decision support tools provide nurses with real-time alerts and evidence-based guidelines to guide their practice, promoting adherence to best practices and improving patient outcomes. Nursing informatics also plays a pivotal role in promoting interdisciplinary collaboration and communication within healthcare teams. By facilitating the exchange of information between nurses, physicians, pharmacists, and other members of the healthcare team, informatics tools enhance care coordination and promote a holistic approach to patient care. Additionally, telehealth and telemedicine technologies enable nurses to provide remote monitoring, education, and support to patients, expanding access to healthcare services and promoting patient engagement. Furthermore, nursing informatics contributes to the advancement of nursing research and education. By leveraging data analytics and research methodologies, nurse informaticists can identify trends, patterns, and areas for improvement in nursing practice. This evidence-based approach informs the development of nursing protocols, standards of care, and educational curricula, ensuring that nurses are equipped with the knowledge and skills needed to deliver high-quality care in an evolving healthcare landscape. Ethical considerations are inherent in nursing informatics, particularly regarding patient privacy, data security, and professional integrity. Nurses must adhere to ethical standards and regulatory guidelines, such as HIPAA or Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, to safeguard patient confidentiality and protect sensitive health information. Additionally, ongoing education and training are essential to ensure that nurses remain proficient in the use of informatics tools and uphold ethical standards in their practice. In essence, nursing informatics serves as a catalyst for innovation and improvement in nursing practice, enabling nurses to leverage technology to deliver safer, more efficient, and patient-centered care. By bridging the gap between technology and patient care, nursing informatics empowers nurses to fulfill their role as advocates, educators, and caregivers in today's complex healthcare environment. 5. Electronic Health Records Systems, or EHR systems. Electronic Healthcare Records Systems, or EHR systems, are digital versions of patients' paper charts containing comprehensive information about their medical history, diagnoses, medications, allergies, immunizations, laboratory test results, and more. These systems are designed to improve patient care by facilitating the availability of accurate and up-to-date information to healthcare providers at the point of care. One of the key benefits of EHR systems is improved accessibility and efficiency. Unlike paper-based records, which can be cumbersome to locate and update, EHRs enable healthcare providers to quickly access patient information from any location with internet access. This enhances care coordination and enables healthcare teams to make more informed clinical decisions in real time. Moreover, EHR systems promote interoperability, allowing for seamless exchange of patient information between different healthcare providers and systems. This interoperability is essential for continuity of care, particularly for patients receiving treatment from multiple providers or transitioning between different healthcare settings. It also supports population health management initiatives by enabling the aggregation and analysis of data across patient populations. EHR systems also offer robust features for documentation and clinical decision support. Templates and standardized terminology facilitate accurate and consistent documentation of patient encounters, ensuring that essential information is captured and communicated effectively. Clinical decision support tools provide alerts, reminders, and evidence-based guidelines to assist healthcare providers in making informed decisions and adhering to best practices. Furthermore, EHR systems support quality improvement initiatives and regulatory compliance. They enable healthcare organizations to track and analyze clinical outcomes, monitor adherence to quality metrics, and identify areas for improvement. Additionally, EHRs facilitate compliance with regulatory requirements such as meaningful use, now known as Promoting Interoperability, and the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, HIPAA, by ensuring the security and privacy of patient information. Despite these benefits, EHR systems also present challenges, including usability issues, data entry burden, and concerns about data privacy and security. Addressing these challenges requires ongoing investment in user training, system optimization, and cybersecurity measures to ensure that EHR systems continue to support safe, effective, and patient-centered care. Summarized, EHR systems play a vital role in modern healthcare delivery, enabling healthcare providers to access, manage, and utilize patient information more efficiently and effectively. By leveraging technology to digitize and streamline clinical workflows, EHR systems have the potential to improve patient outcomes, enhance care coordination, and drive quality improvement initiatives across the healthcare continuum. 6. Health Information Exchange, or HIE, and interoperability. Health Information Exchange, or HIE, and interoperability are critical components of modern healthcare infrastructure, facilitating the seamless exchange and sharing of patient information across disparate healthcare systems and organizations. At its core, HIE refers to the electronic movement of health-related information among organizations according to nationally recognized standards. The goal of HIE is to improve the quality, safety, and efficiency of healthcare delivery by ensuring that relevant patient information is available to authorized healthcare providers when and where it is needed. This includes information such as medical histories, test results, medication lists, and treatment plans. Interoperability, on the other hand, refers to the ability of different healthcare information systems and applications to exchange data and operate seamlessly together. Interoperable systems allow for the sharing and utilization of health information across various healthcare settings, regardless of the specific technologies or vendors involved. Together, HIE and interoperability enable healthcare providers to access comprehensive and up-to-date patient information at the point of care, regardless of where the information originated. This promotes care coordination, reduces duplication of tests and procedures, and enhances patient safety by providing healthcare providers with a more complete picture of a patient's medical history and treatment plan. Several key principles and standards underpin HIE and interoperability initiatives. 1. Health information standards. Standardized formats and vocabularies such as HL7 or Health Level 7 and DICOM or DICOM or Digital Imaging and Communications in Medicine ensure consistency and compatibility when exchanging health information between different systems. 2. Data privacy and security. Robust privacy and security measures, including encryption, access controls, and authentication mechanisms, safeguard patient information and ensure compliance with regulations such as HIPAA, Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. 3. Consent management. Clear policies and procedures for obtaining patient consent and managing consent preferences regarding the sharing of health information are essential for maintaining patient trust and confidentiality. 4. Governance and oversight. Effective governance structures, including policies, procedures, and stakeholder collaboration, are necessary to oversee HIE efforts, address legal and regulatory issues, and promote accountability and transparency. 5. Technical infrastructure. Reliable and scalable technical infrastructure, such as health information exchange platforms and electronic health records systems, support the security exchange and sharing of health information across disparate systems and organizations. Despite the benefits of HIE and interoperability, challenges remain, including variations in state regulations, differences in technology adoption, and capabilities among healthcare organizations, and concerns about data privacy and security. Addressing these challenges requires ongoing collaboration among stakeholders, investment in interoperable technologies, and alignment of policies and incentives to promote data sharing and exchange. HIE and interoperability are essential components of a modern healthcare ecosystem, enabling the seamless exchange and sharing of health information to support better informed clinical decision-making, improve care coordination, and enhance patient outcomes. By fostering collaboration and connectivity across healthcare organizations and systems, HIE and interoperability pave the way for a more efficient, effective, and patient-centered healthcare delivery system. 7. Telehealth and telemedicine technologies. Telehealth and telemedicine technologies have transformed the delivery of healthcare, allowing patients to access medical services remotely via telecommunications technology. These modalities encompass a wide range of services, including virtual consultations, remote monitoring, and teleconferencing, and have become increasingly prevalent in modern healthcare delivery. One of the primary benefits of telehealth and telemedicine is improved access to healthcare services, particularly for individuals living in remote or undeserved areas. By eliminating geographical barriers and reducing the need for travel, telehealth enables patients to consult with healthcare providers and specialists from the comfort of their own homes, improving convenience and reducing healthcare disparities. Moreover, telehealth and telemedicine enhance care coordination and collaboration among healthcare providers. Through teleconferencing and secure messaging platforms, multidisciplinary care teams can communicate and share information in real time, enabling more integrated and holistic patient care. This is particularly valuable for complex cases requiring input from multiple specialists or care settings. Telehealth and telemedicine also support chronic disease management and preventive care initiatives. Remote monitoring technologies such as wearable devices and mobile health apps allow healthcare providers to track patients' vital signs, medication adherence, and lifestyle behaviors from a distance. This continuous monitoring facilitates early detection of health issues, timely interventions, and personalized treatment plans, ultimately improving health outcomes and reducing hospital readmissions. Additionally, telehealth and telemedicine have proven to be invaluable tools during public health emergencies, such as the COVID-19 pandemic. By enabling healthcare providers to deliver care remotely while minimizing in-person contact, telehealth helps mitigate the spread of infectious diseases and ensures continuity of care for patients with chronic conditions or acute healthcare needs. However, the widespread adoption of telehealth and telemedicine is not without challenges. These include technological barriers, such as limited access to high-speed internet and digital devices, as well as regulatory and reimbursement barriers, such as licensure requirements and reimbursement policies that vary by state and payer. Addressing these challenges requires collaborative efforts from policymakers, healthcare providers, technology vendors, and payers to ensure equitable access to telehealth services and optimize their integration into a broader healthcare delivery system. In conclusion, telehealth and telemedicine technologies have revolutionized healthcare delivery, offering convenient, efficient, and cost-effective alternatives to traditional in-person care. By leveraging telecommunications technology to bridge the gap between patients and providers, telehealth has the potential to expand access to healthcare services, improve care coordination, and enhance patient outcomes in diverse healthcare settings. 8. Health informatics standards and regulations. Health informatics standards and regulations are essential for ensuring the accuracy, security, and interoperability of health information systems. These frameworks guide the management and exchange of health data, fostering a reliable and cohesive healthcare ecosystem. Health informatics standards. HL7 or Health Level 7 standards facilitate the exchange, integration, sharing, and retrieval of electronic health information. These standards are critical for ensuring that different healthcare systems can communicate effectively. HL7's fast healthcare interoperability resources is particularly notable for its use in modern web-based applications and its ability to support mobile phone apps, cloud communications, and electronic health records. DICOM, or Digital Imaging and Communications in Medicine, is the standard for handling, storing, printing, and transmitting medical imaging information. It enables the integration of imaging devices like X-ray, CT scans, MRIs, and ultrasounds from various manufacturers. Logical Observation Identifiers, Names and Codes, or LOINC, provides a universal standard for identifying medical laboratory observations. It helps in the consistent reporting and exchange of lab results, vital signs, and other clinical observations across different healthcare entities. SNOMED-CT, Systemized Nomenclature of Medicine, Clinical Terms, is a comprehensive clinical terminology that provides codes, terms, synonyms, and definitions used in clinical documentation and reporting. It supports the encoding of clinical data for sharing and reuse across different healthcare settings. ICD, or International Classification of Diseases, is a global standard for diagnosing health information. Maintained by the World Health Organization, ICD codes are used for epidemiology, health management, and clinical purposes. Health informatics regulations. HIPAA, or Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, is a critical regulation in the United States that sets national standards for the protection of health information. It ensures patient data privacy and security, mandates standards for electronic healthcare transactions, and provides guidelines for health data security and breach notification. Health Information Technology for Economic and Clinical Health Act, or HITECH, promotes the adoption and meaningful use of health information technology. It incentivizes healthcare providers to use EHRs effectively and securely, enhancing the quality and efficiency of patient care. GDPR, or General Data Protection Regulation, is crucial for healthcare organizations operating in or serving patients in the European Union. It imposes strict data protection and privacy requirements, giving individuals greater control over their personal data and setting penalties for non-compliance. The 21st Century Cures Act includes provisions to promote interoperability and prevent information blocking. It aims to make it easier for patients to access their health records electronically and ensures that healthcare providers and IT developers share information in a manner that is secure and accessible. Importance and impact. These standards and regulations ensure that healthcare data is consistent, accurate, and secure, enabling interoperability across different systems and providers. They protect patient privacy and enhance the quality of care by ensuring that health information is easily accessible, accurate, and reliable. Compliance with these standards and regulations is critical for healthcare organizations to maintain trust, avoid legal penalties, and improve overall healthcare delivery. With all this being said, health informatics standards and regulations form the backbone of a robust and secure healthcare information system. By adhering to these guidelines, healthcare providers can ensure the safe, efficient, and effective use of health information technology, ultimately improving patient outcomes and fostering a more connected and resilient healthcare ecosystem. 9. Data analytics and decision support in healthcare. Data analytics and decision support in healthcare are pivotal in transforming vast amounts of health data into actionable insights that enhance clinical decision-making, improve patient outcomes, and optimize healthcare operations. These technologies harness advanced computational techniques and analytical tools to uncover patterns, predict trends, and support evidence-based practices. Data analytics in healthcare. Data analytics involves the systematic use of data to draw insights and inform decisions. In healthcare, this encompasses a range of activities including descriptive analytics, which looks at historical data to understand what has happened, predictive analytics, which uses statistical models and machine learning techniques to forecast future events, and prescriptive analytics, which suggests actions based on the data. Descriptive analytics provides healthcare providers with valuable insights into patient demographics, disease prevalence, and treatment outcomes. By analyzing historical patient data, healthcare organizations can identify trends and patterns that inform better clinical practices and resource allocation. Predictive analytics goes a step further by using algorithms and models to predict future health events, such as the likelihood of disease outbreaks, patient readmissions, or the progression of chronic illnesses. These predictions enable proactive interventions, allowing healthcare providers to take preventive measures and tailor treatment plans to individual patients' needs. Prescriptive analytics combines insights from descriptive and predictive analytics to recommend specific actions. For example, it can suggest optimal treatment plans based on a patient's medical history and genetic profile, or it can optimize hospital staffing levels based on predicted patient admissions. This level of analysis helps healthcare providers make more informed and effective decisions. Clinical Decision Support Systems, or CDSS. Clinical decision support systems, or CDSS, are integral to leveraging data analytics in real-time clinical settings. These systems provide healthcare professionals with knowledge and patient-specific information, intelligently filtered and presented at appropriate times to enhance patient care. CDSS can offer a range of functions, including alerting, generating real-time alerts and reminders for critical issues, such as potential drug interactions, abnormal lab results, or preventive care reminders. Diagnosis assistance, providing diagnostic support by suggesting possible diagnoses based on patient data and evidence-based guidelines. Treatment recommendations, offering evidence-based treatment options tailored to individual patient profiles, helping clinicians choose the most effective therapies. Order sets, streamlining the ordering process for treatments, tests, and procedures by providing predefined sets of orders based on best practices and guidelines. These systems integrate with electronic health records to deliver timely information at the point of care, improving decision-making and reducing errors. Impact on healthcare. The integration of data analytics and decision support systems in healthcare has several significant impacts. Improved patient outcomes. By enabling personalized medicine and early intervention, data analytics and CDSS contribute to better health outcomes and reduced mortality rates. Enhanced efficiency. Optimizing clinical workflows and resource allocation leads to increased efficiency in healthcare delivery, reducing wait times and operational costs. Informed policy and planning. Data-driven insights support healthcare policymakers and administrators in planning and implementing effective health policies and strategies. Challenges and considerations. Despite their benefits, the implementation of data analytics and CDSS in healthcare faces challenges, including data quality issues, integration difficulties with existing systems, and concerns about data privacy and security. Ensuring high-quality, interoperable data and maintaining stringent security measures are essential for the successful deployment of these technologies. In conclusion, data analytics and decision support systems are transforming healthcare by providing deep insights and actionable recommendations that enhance clinical decision-making and patient care. By leveraging these advanced technologies, healthcare providers can achieve better outcomes, improved efficiency, and more personalized care, ultimately leading to a more effective and responsive healthcare system. 10. Mobile health applications, or mHealth. Mobile health, or mHealth applications, represent a dynamic and rapidly growing segment of health informatics, leveraging mobile devices to enhance healthcare delivery and patient engagement. These applications utilize smartphones, tablets, and wearable devices to provide healthcare services, information, and support, making healthcare more accessible and personalized. Benefits of mHealth applications. One of the primary benefits of mHealth applications is the increased accessibility to healthcare services. Patients can use mHealth apps to book appointments, consult with healthcare providers, and access their medical records, all from the convenience of their mobile devices. This is particularly beneficial for individuals in remote or underserved areas where access to healthcare facilities may be limited. mHealth applications also play a crucial role in chronic disease management. Through these apps, patients can monitor their health conditions in real time, track their symptoms, and receive reminders for medication adherence. Wearable devices integrated with mHealth apps can continuously monitor vital signs such as heart rate, blood pressure, and glucose levels, providing both patients and healthcare providers with valuable data to manage chronic conditions effectively. Furthermore, mHealth applications enhance patient engagement and empowerment. By providing patients with tools to track their health metrics, set wellness goals, and access educational resources, mHealth apps encourage proactive health management. This increased engagement can lead to better health outcomes as patients become more involved in their own care. Types of mHealth applications. mHealth applications encompass a wide range of functionalities, including telemedicine apps. These applications enable virtual consultations with healthcare providers, allowing patients to receive medical advice, diagnosis, and treatment without the need for in-person visits. Fitness and wellness apps. Designed to promote healthy lifestyles, these apps offer features such as workout tracking, dietary logs, and mental health resources. They often integrate with wearable devices to monitor physical activity and provide personalized fitness plans. Medication management apps. These apps help patients manage their medications by providing reminders for taking doses, tracking adherence, and offering information on drug interactions and side effects. Disease management apps. Tailored for specific chronic conditions like diabetes, hypertension, and asthma, these apps provide tools for tracking symptoms, monitoring vital signs, and managing treatment plans. Health information apps. Offering access to medical information and educational content, these apps help patients understand their health conditions and treatment options, supporting informed decision-making. Impact on healthcare delivery. The integration of mHealth applications into healthcare delivery has several significant impacts. Improved patient outcomes. By facilitating continuous monitoring and early intervention, mHealth apps contribute to better management of chronic diseases and improved overall health outcomes. Enhanced efficiency. mHealth apps streamline administrative tasks such as appointment scheduling and medication management, reducing the burden on healthcare providers and improving operational efficiency. Cost savings. By reducing the need for in-person visits and hospital readmissions, mHealth applications can help lower healthcare costs for both patients and providers. Challenges and considerations. Despite their advantages, mHealth applications face several challenges. Ensuring data privacy and security is paramount, as these apps handle sensitive health information. Developers must comply with regulations such as the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act in the US and the General Data Protection Regulation in the European Union to protect patient data. Another challenge is the digital divide. Not all patients have access to smartphones or reliable internet connections, which can limit the reach of mHealth applications. Efforts to improve digital literacy and provide equitable access to technology are essential to maximizing the benefits of mHealth. Additionally, the integration of mHealth applications with existing healthcare systems and electronic health records can be complex. Ensuring interoperability and seamless data exchange between mHealth apps and other healthcare systems is crucial for providing comprehensive and coordinated care. Future directions. The future of mHealth applications is promising, with advancements in artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data analytics poised to further enhance their capabilities. AI-driven mHealth apps can provide personalized health recommendations, predictive analytics for disease prevention, and more accurate diagnostic tools. The integration of augmented reality and virtual reality in mHealth applications also holds potential for innovative approaches to patient education and remote care. In a nutshell, mHealth applications are transforming healthcare by making it more accessible, personalized, and efficient. By leveraging mobile technology, these applications empower patients, support healthcare providers, and contribute to improved health outcomes. As technology continues to evolve, mHealth applications will play an increasingly vital role in the future of healthcare delivery. 11. Patient engagement and health informatics. Patient engagement in health informatics involves actively involving patients in their own healthcare through the use of digital tools and technologies. This engagement is crucial for improving health outcomes, enhancing the patient experience, and optimizing healthcare delivery. Health informatics provides the necessary infrastructure and platforms to support meaningful patient involvement. Importance of patient engagement. Patient engagement is a key component of patient-centered care. When patients are actively involved in their healthcare, they are more likely to adhere to treatment plans, make informed decisions, and maintain healthier behaviors. Engaged patients are also better equipped to manage chronic conditions, which can lead to improved health outcomes and reduced healthcare costs. Digital tools for patient engagement. Health informatics offer a variety of digital tools to facilitate patient engagement. These tools include electronic health records, patient portals, mobile health or mHealth applications, and telehealth services. Electronic health records, or EHRs. EHRs are digital versions of patients' paper charts and are accessible to both healthcare providers and patients. EHRs provide a comprehensive view of patients' medical history, treatments, and lab results, which helps patients understand their health status and participate in their care. Access to EHRs allows patients to track their health metrics over time and prepare for medical appointments. Patient portals. Patient portals are secure online platforms that provide patients with access to their health information. Through these portals, patients can view test results, request prescription refills, schedule appointments, and communicate with their healthcare providers. Patient portals empower patients by giving them direct access to their medical data and facilitating easier communication with their care team. Mobile health applications, or mHealth apps. mHealth apps on smartphones and tablets offer various functionalities, such as health tracking, medication reminders, and access to health education resources. These apps enable patients to monitor their health conditions in real time, set health goals, and receive personalized feedback. mHealth applications are particularly useful for managing chronic diseases, promoting healthy lifestyles, and increasing adherence to treatment plans. Telehealth services. Telehealth services use video conferencing, phone calls, and messaging to provide remote healthcare. This technology allows patients to consult with healthcare providers without needing to visit a medical facility. Telehealth is convenient, reduces travel time, and can improve access to healthcare for individuals in remote or undeserved areas. It also enables continuous monitoring and timely interventions for patients with chronic conditions. Benefits of patient engagement. Improved health outcomes. Engaged patients are more likely to follow treatment plans, attend follow-up appointments, and take prescribed medications correctly. This adherence leads to better management of chronic conditions and overall health improvements. Enhanced patient experience. Digital tools provide patients with easy access to their health information, which increases transparency and trust. Patients feel more in control of their health and are more satisfied with their care. Efficient healthcare delivery. When patients are actively involved in their healthcare, they are more likely to provide accurate health information, which helps healthcare providers make better clinical decisions. This involvement can lead to more efficient use of healthcare resources and reduced unnecessary tests and procedures. Challenges to patient engagement. Digital divide. Not all patients have access to the necessary technology or the skills to use digital health tools. Addressing this gap requires efforts to improve digital literacy and ensure equitable access to healthcare technology. Privacy and security concerns. Patients may be hesitant to use digital health tools due to concerns about the privacy and security of their health information. Healthcare providers must ensure robust security measures and comply with regulations such as HIPAA to protect patients' data. Integration with existing systems. Integrating patient engagement tools with existing healthcare systems can be complex. Ensuring interoperability and seamless data exchange between different platforms is essential for providing comprehensive and coordinated care. Future directions. Advancements in technology, such as artificial intelligence or AI, machine learning, and wearable devices, have the potential to further enhance patient engagement. AI can provide personalized health recommendations, predictive analytics, and more accurate diagnostic tools. Wearable devices can continuously monitor health metrics and provide real-time feedback to patients and healthcare providers. In essence, patient engagement through health informatics is transforming healthcare by empowering patients, improving health outcomes, and enhancing the patient experience. By leveraging digital tools and technologies, healthcare providers can support patients in taking an active role in their own care, ultimately leading to a more effective and patient-centered healthcare system. 12. Emerging technologies in health informatics. Emerging technologies in health informatics are revolutionizing the healthcare industry by improving patient care, enhancing operational efficiency, and driving innovative approaches to medical research and practice. These technologies leverage advanced computing, data analytics, and connectivity to create smarter and more responsive healthcare systems. Artificial intelligence, or AI, and machine learning. AI and machine learning are at the forefront of health informatics innovation. These technologies analyze vast amounts of data to identify patterns, predict outcomes, and support decision-making processes. In healthcare, AI applications range from diagnostic tools that can detect diseases such as cancer from medical images to predictive models that forecast patient outcomes based on historical data. Machine learning algorithms improve over time by learning from new data, enhancing their accuracy and effectiveness. For instance, AI-powered diagnostic systems can assist radiologists by highlighting areas of concern in medical images, thereby improving early detection rates and reducing diagnostic errors. Blockchain technology. Blockchain technology offers a secure and transparent way to manage health information. By providing a decentralized ledger that records transactions across multiple computers, blockchain ensures that health data is immutable and tamper-proof. This is particularly valuable for maintaining the integrity of electronic health records, managing patient consent, and ensuring the secure sharing of health information across different entities. Blockchain can also streamline supply chain management in healthcare by tracking the provenance and movement of pharmaceuticals, reducing the risk of counterfeit drugs and ensuring the authenticity of medications. Internet of Things. Internet of Things in healthcare connects medical devices, sensors, and systems to collect and exchange data in real time. Wearable devices such as smartwatches and fitness trackers monitor vital signs and health metrics, providing continuous data that can be analyzed to detect anomalies and predict health issues. Internet of Things devices are also used in hospital settings to monitor patients, track the usage of medical equipment, and manage inventory. For example, smart beds can detect when a patient is trying to get up and alert nurses, reducing the risk of falls and improving patient safety. Telemedicine and telehealth. Telemedicine and telehealth technologies enable remote healthcare services, making medical consultations, diagnosis, and treatment accessible from anywhere. Video conferencing, mobile health apps, and remote monitoring devices facilitate real-time communication between patients and healthcare providers. Telemedicine has expanded access to healthcare, especially in rural and underserved areas, and has become indispensable during public health emergencies like the COVID-19 pandemic. It reduces the need for in-person visits, thereby lowering healthcare costs and increasing convenience for patients. Genomics and precision medicine. Advances in genomics and precision medicine are transforming healthcare by enabling treatment tailored to an individual's genetic makeup. Genomic sequencing technologies identify genetic variations that influence disease risk, drug response, and other health-related traits. Precision medicine uses this genetic information to develop personalized treatment plans that are more effective and have fewer side effects. For example, oncology has benefited significantly from genomics, with targeted therapies designed to attack specific genetic mutations in cancer cells. Big data and advanced analytics. Big data analytics involves processing and analyzing large data sets to uncover insights and inform decision-making. In healthcare, big data analytics can identify trends in patient populations, predict disease outbreaks, and optimize resource allocation. Advanced analytics, including predictive and prescriptive analytics, support clinical decision-making by providing evidence-based recommendations. For instance, predictive analytics can forecast patient admissions, enabling hospitals to manage staff and resources more effectively. Robotics and automation. Robotics and automation are enhancing surgical precision, improving rehabilitation, and streamlining administrative tasks in healthcare. Surgical robots, such as the Da Vinci surgical system, allow for minimally invasive procedures with greater precision and control. Automation in healthcare administration, such as automated scheduling, billing, and claims processing, reduces manual workloads and minimizes errors. Robotics is also used in pharmacies to automate the dispensing of medications, improving efficiency and accuracy. Virtual reality and augmented reality, VR and AR. VR and AR technologies are finding applications in medical training, patient education, and treatment. VR can simulate surgical procedures for training purposes, providing a realistic and immersive learning experience for medical students and professionals. AR can overlay digital information on the physical world, assisting surgeons by providing real-time data and 3D visualizations during procedures. It also aids in patient education by visualizing medical conditions and treatment options. Natural language processing, or NLP. NLP enables computers to understand and interpret human language, facilitating the analysis of unstructured data such as clinical notes and medical literature. In healthcare, NLP can extract valuable information from EHRs, assist in coding and documentation, and improve patient interactions through chatbots and virtual assistants. NLP tools can enhance clinical workflows by automatically summarizing patient records, identifying key information, and suggesting relevant clinical guidelines. 5G connectivity. The rollout of 5G networks promises faster and more reliable connectivity, which is crucial for supporting advanced healthcare technologies such as telemedicine, Internet of Things devices, and remote surgery. With higher data speeds and lower latency, 5G enables real-time data transfer and communication, enhancing the delivery of remote healthcare services and supporting the seamless integration of connected medical devices. Emerging technologies in health informatics are reshaping the healthcare landscape, making it more efficient, personalized, and patient-centered. By harnessing the power of AI, blockchain, Internet of Things, and other advanced technologies, healthcare providers can improve patient outcomes, enhance operational efficiency, and drive innovation in medical research and practice. As these technologies continue to evolve, their integration into healthcare systems will play a crucial role in addressing the challenges and opportunities of modern healthcare. 13. Challenges and future directions in health informatics. Health informatics, while promising significant improvements in healthcare delivery and patient outcomes, faces several challenges that need to be addressed to fully realize its potential. Additionally, there are future directions that the field is likely to take, driven by technological advancements and evolving healthcare needs. Challenges in health informatics. Data privacy and security. Ensuring the privacy and security of health data is a paramount challenge. Healthcare data is highly sensitive, and breaches can have severe consequences for patients and healthcare organizations. Compliance with regulations such as HIPAA, or Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act in the US, and GDPR, or General Data Protection Regulation in the European Union, is mandatory. But implementing robust security measures can be complex and costly. Protection against cyber threats, ensuring secure data transmission, and maintaining patient confidentiality require continuous vigilance and investment in advanced security technologies. Interoperability. The lack of interoperability between different health information systems hampers the seamless exchange of data. Healthcare providers often use diverse systems that are not compatible with each other, leading to fragmented patient records and inefficiencies in care delivery. Achieving interoperability involves standardizing data formats, protocols, and communication methods across various health IT systems. Initiatives such as the adoption of HL7 FHIR or Fast Healthcare Interoperability Resources standards aim to address this issue, but widespread implementation is still a work in progress. Data quality and standardization. High-quality data is essential for accurate analysis and decision-making. However, healthcare data can be inconsistent, incomplete, and subject to errors. Ensuring data quality involves establishing rigorous data entry protocols, regular data audits, and standardizing terminologies and coding systems like SNOMED, CT, and LOINC. Poor data quality can lead to incorrect diagnoses, inappropriate treatment, and flawed research outcomes. User adoption and training. Adopting new health informatics technologies requires healthcare professionals to learn and adapt to new systems. Resistance to change, lack of training, and usability issues can hinder the effective implementation of health IT solutions. Investing in user-friendly interfaces, comprehensive training programs, and ongoing support is crucial for fostering acceptance and efficient use of new technologies. Cost and resource constraints. Implementing and maintaining advanced health informatics systems can be expensive. Small and resource-limited healthcare organizations may struggle to afford the necessary technology and infrastructure. Additionally, there are costs associated with training staff and integrating new systems with existing workflows. Securing funding and demonstrating the return on investment of health informatics initiatives are critical to overcoming these financial barriers. Future directions in health informatics. Artificial intelligence and machine learning. AI and machine learning will continue to transform health informatics by enabling more sophisticated data analysis and decision support systems. These technologies can improve diagnostic accuracy, predict patient outcomes, personalize treatment plans, and automate routine tasks. Future developments may include AI-driven virtual assistants, advanced predictive analytics, and more refined algorithms for analyzing complex medical data. Telemedicine and remote monitoring. The adoption of telemedicine and remote monitoring technologies is expected to grow, driven by the need for accessible and convenient healthcare services. Innovations in this area will likely include more sophisticated wearable devices, real-time health monitoring systems, and improved telehealth platforms that provide high-quality virtual care. Enhanced connectivity through 5G networks will further support the expansion of telemedicine. Blockchain for health data management. Blockchain technology holds promise for addressing data security and interoperability challenges in health Informatics. Its decentralized and tamper-proof nature can ensure the integrity of health records, facilitate secure data sharing, and enhance patient control over their health information. Future applications may include blockchain-based patient consent management and streamlined healthcare transactions. Genomics and precision medicine. Advances in genomics will drive the development of precision medicine, where treatments are tailored to individuals based on their genetic profiles. Health informatics will play a crucial role in integrating genomic data with clinical information, enabling personalized treatment plans and more effective therapies. The integration of genomics with EHRs and other health data will require robust data management and analysis capabilities. Big data analytics. Big data analytics will become increasingly important in identifying trends, optimizing healthcare operations, and conducting population health management. Advanced analytics tools will enable healthcare providers to gain deeper insights from larger data sets, supporting evidence-based decision-making and improving patient care. Future directions include the use of real-time analytics and the integration of diverse data sources, such as social determinants of health, to provide a holistic view of patient health. Virtual and augmented reality. Virtual reality, or VR, and augmented reality, or AR, technologies have the potential to revolutionize medical training, patient education, and treatment. VR can create immersive simulations for surgical training and rehabilitation, while AR can enhance real-time visualization during medical procedures. Future applications may include VR-based therapy for mental health conditions and AR-assisted diagnostics. Natural language processing, or NLP. NLP will continue to advance, enabling more effective extraction and analysis of unstructured data from clinical notes, research articles, and patient interactions. Enhanced NLP tools can improve clinical documentation, support coding and billing processes, and facilitate patient communication through chatbots and virtual health assistants. You have been listening to Informatics, Health, Biomedical, and Nursing Informatics for Beginners. Written by Phil Gilberts. Narrated by Kevin Brooker.